Siamo a Porto Cervo.
We are in Porto Cervo, the beautiful Porto Cervo. Once, there was nothing here, no houses. Magnificent but empty port, with only a small fisherman's hut down at the end of the bay near the marina.
Secret to
the success of the entire Costa Smeralda lies in the founding of the Costa Smeralda Consortium. Established very strict rules on what could be built and how. Even the building regulations of Costa Smeralda maintain rules, even for the gardens. So they have created, as can be seen everywhere, a grand and very beautiful work.
Una grande opera molto bella. Il nostro Vanni Orecchioni.
Vanni Orecchioni comes from a historic family of Costa Smeralda. Was born and raised here and knows the flora, fauna, and the place deeply. Vanni has an extraordinary artistic sense, an artistic sensitivity. Is evident in his gardens, they are poems.
In 1957, Dr. Giuseppe Mentisti bought Porto Cervo. And then Porto Cervo was entrusted to us, to me and my father. I was small at the time. Then, in 1960, the Aga Khan arrived, and he sold it to him. They built, and the pharmacy in the square was born. They built Bettina's villa in L'ischia di Vacca, and then they immediately built the Cervo Hotel. From the Cervo Hotel, the square of Porto Cervo was born next to it. The plant nursery was created for the Cervo Hotel, with the idea of creating greenery. At the time, Aga Khan had land in L'ischia di Vacca where Alba Ruja was, and they created the plant nursery. An English architect, naturalized Australian, G. Thomas, came along with a team of 4 French plant nurserymen, and that's where we started. After the Aga Khan's nursery was finished, I founded my own plant nursery. I worked for Vietti and also for Jacques Coel. This villa was built in 1967 and designed by the architect Luigi Vietti, chosen by Aga Khan. We created the garden and have been maintaining it for 40 years. Every corner of the garden offers a different view. As one progresses, there is always something new to discover.
Here, the passion for greenery transforms into art. Every plant, carefully selected, tells a story of beauty and adaptation to the climate of Gallura. Our plant nursery is a laboratory of ideas, where each plant carries with it a dream, the perfect harmony between man and nature. The same passion we dedicate to caring for plants is reserved for our customers. From the initial consultation to the design and creation of dream gardens. A special thanks goes to our employees, whose experience, from cultivation to maintenance, makes the creation of high-quality gardens possible. I invite you to discover this magical place and let yourself be carried away by our passion.
Certainly, a garden that for decades has represented an ideal of beauty and harmony, typically requested by our clients, is what is now defined as a Mediterranean garden. A garden that, with its vibrant colors, blooming flowers, and wide lawns, has sought to give an identity and characteristic feature to all gardens, evolving through studies, types, and plant offerings. However, this situation, within the evolution that has occurred during our time, with an increase in the presence of landscape architects and a greater market offering of the same plant species, has led to a completely different garden evolution. What we could now define as a modern garden. Walking through a modern garden, the tranquility and composure that can be felt in such a setting are predominant. The geometric structures and clean lines offer a total relaxation experience to those who perceive and live in the garden itself. The choice of plants is fundamental, if not predominant, in the success of such a garden. The combination of local plants and native species, with, for example, flowering plants typical of Africa or Asia. Plants that marry perfectly with our climate context but, more importantly, create what are known as bio-friendly corridors, important for the protection of bees and our sustainability. This new concept of garden, dressed in a purely modern key, becomes the perfect combination of functionality and environment within a concept that embraces tradition, innovation, and sustainability, parameters enclosed within a relationship that becomes practically successful thanks to the evolution of all the characteristics that bring about such a concept. Through our work, we interpret traditions toward future challenges. We have a Mediterranean garden evolving into a modern garden that becomes a true force for a greener and more harmonious tomorrow, a vital green, an emerald green.